Hey yogis, welcome to Yoke. My name is Taekwon. You can call me Tay, and today I got a really fun flow for you. It is a power flow filled with so much dynamic movement. We're going to be building up a lot of fire during this flow, so please go at your own pace. And if you need to take a break, child's pose it out for a moment. There's no shame in the game when it comes to that. I am not using any blocks for this practice, nor straps, but if you need them, by all means grab them now and meet me back on the mat in just a few moments. All right, yogis, we're gonna start at the top of our mat. Go ahead and place your feet about hips distance apart. Stand up nice and tall. I want you to slightly bend your knees. I want you to tuck your tailbone, engage your core. Lower your lower rib cage down just a bit to engage it even more. Relax your hands down by your side, palms facing forward. Begin to lengthen through the neck as you bring the shoulders up, back, and then relax them down very gently. Lower your chin just a bit. Close your eyes. Tap into the breath for a moment. Breathing nice and slow in and out of the nose. I want you to tune into how you're feeling, what's coming up for you. You have nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. Just be here, present in the moment. Begin to deepen the breath in and out of the nose, activating your ujjayi breath, sounding like an ocean wave crashing on the shore. And heading back into sea. Keep grounding down through the feet. Feel yourself on this planet, rocking back and forth. Begin to rock side to side, staying grounded here. Become aware of the body. And then find stillness. Hands to heart center. I want you to set an intention for your practice right here, right now. Maybe it's a focus today that you want to tune into, dropping the ego. Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's the breath. Or you might want to dedicate this practice to someone special in your life. You can even dedicate it to yourself. Yes, you do deserve it. Breathing here. 3, 2. Open the eyes. Let's begin our flow. Inhale the eyes up, the arms up, look up and reach. As you exhale, I want you to fold forward, bringing your nose to your knees as best as possible. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, give me a flat back, poke the butt up nice and high. As you exhale, right foot back, left foot back, high plank. Beautiful. While we're here, I want you to tuck the tailbone. Lower your butt just a little bit. Come onto the tips of your toes. Gaze is down, slightly forward. Engage your core. Breathing here for 3. For 2. On 1, begin to lower your knees down to the mat. Find yourself in a nice, strong tabletop position. Your wrists are going to be stacked under the shoulders. Knees are stacked under the hips. I want you to curl the toes here and begin to make small circles over the wrists, moving in one direction. Palms are pressed firmly into the mat. Fingers are spread wide. Are tucking the tailbone here, so we're engaging the core and moving through the shoulders. Move it the other way. Now I'm going to cue pretty fast throughout this whole flow. If you listen fast, I don't have to talk slow. So, become aware, moving into the elbows, the shoulders, rolling it one way, rolling it the other way. Drop the belly button down and then bring it up and around here. Barrel curls moving into the body. If anything is feeling sticky and feeling tight, now's the time to enter those spaces with a sense of gentleness, a sense of softness. Begin to move those hips back over those toes, over the heels. Yes, the toes are curled, so we're feeling a stretch there in the feet. Breathing here. If your cervical spine is good, I want you to move into the neck, rolling it up and around, sending it forward. You have 5 breaths here to explore. Make them count. We're here for 5. Follow my breath. 4. 3. 2. Let this feel awkward. On 1. Find stillness. Beautiful job. From here, inhale the right arm high to the sky. As you exhale, thread it under the left arm, sending the shoulder to the outer edge of the mat as best as possible. From here, left arm is going to reach forward to the front of the mat and bring it in line with your ear. To uncurl the toes, and then become aware of your hips. Are they swinging out to the side here? That's totally normal. If so, try to bring it back to center. Try to square it. You're going to feel it. There it is. Begin to take big, deep inhales into the rib cage here, feeling the expansion. Gaze to the sky. Two more breaths. Last one. Amazing. Left hand down underneath the shoulder. I want you to begin to lift the right arm high. Inhale. As you exhale, bring it down to the mat. Let's attack the left side. Inhale, left arm up high. Find the twist. As you exhale, thread it under the right. Bring the shoulder as close as you can to the outer edge of your mat. From here, gaze is up. Take your right hand, send it forward. Breathing here. Become aware of the hips. Bring them back in line. We're holding for 4. Bringing as much air into the rib cage. 3. Squaring the hips as best as possible. 2. On 1, right hand down. Inhale the left arm high to the sky. As you exhale, bring it on down. Beautiful, gazes forward, curl the toes. I want you to begin to lift the knees up in space just a little bit, about 2 inches off of the mat. You're on the tips of your toes. Your heels are stacked on top of the balls of the feet. You're pushing through the arms, creating space between your ear and your shoulder here. Palms are pressed firmly into the mat. Fingers are spread wide. We are breathing, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. We're here for 3. 4, 2. On 1, high plank. Right foot back, left foot back. Lower down just a little bit in the stomach area. Tuck the tailbone and breathe. Inhale the right foot up. Nice long clean line here. Holding for 3. You've got this. Keep pushing through the arms. For 2. On 1, right foot down, left foot up. Inhale. Holding for 3. Don't give up on yourself just yet. We're almost through with the warm-up. For 2. On 1, drop the foot down. Downward facing dog. Begin to pedal it out here, dropping one heel as you lift the other, bending one knee as you extend the other, finding length in the hamstrings, in the calf muscles, swaying side to side here if you need to. I want you to explore the body once again, moving into the areas that need a little extra love. We're here for 3. For 2. On one, find stillness, gazes forward. Come into the balls of your feet. Take a deep inhale into the belly. As you exhale slowly, and I mean slowly, tiptoe your way to the front of the mat, bringing your feet right behind your wrists. Should be about hips distance apart. You can adjust once you get there. Beautiful. Bend your knees here. Allow your stomach and chest to lay on your thighs. Awesome. Hands are in line with your feet. Bring them down. Inhale, begin to lift the butt up as you shift the weight forward to the front of your toes. Become light in the heels. Breathing here. I want you to maintain that connection between your stomach and your thighs. Keep them touching as you lift the butt up higher for 2. Breathing into the lower back, last breath. On your next inhale, lower your butt to where it's in line with the knees. I want you to ragdoll the upper half of your body. Let the head fall off here. Take a deep inhale into your lower back. As you exhale, begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, feeling the spine unwind here. This may be the first bit of movement today for you, or this may be the way you round out the day. So wherever you are, I want you to be soft with yourself today. Breathing nice and slow. Roll those shoulders up and back. Roll them forward. Come to the top of your mat, hands to heart center. We are done with the warm-up. Let's get this flow going. Inhale, eyes up, arms up, look up and reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back, left foot back, high plank. Inhale, begin to push forward past the wrists onto the tippy toes. As you exhale, I want you to drop the knees, and I want you to lower down halfway, chaturanga. This is your modification here. If you need it throughout the practice, by all means, take it. Yes, we are holding here for a moment. I want us to build some strength. So press the elbows into the chest, into the rib cage, and breathe for 3. For 2. Inhale, upward facing dog. I want you to push up through the chest, through the arms, and press into the tops of your feet. Knees are lifted. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 deep inhale here. 1 deep exhale here. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Nose to the knees. Inhale, eyes up, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, left foot back, right foot back, high plank. We're on the tippy toes here. Inhale, begin to push forward past the wrists. As you exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Elbow points are into the chest, into the rib cage. Hold. My shoulders are in line with my elbows. I'm not here, I'm not here. I'm right in line. So hold it here for 3. Gazes forward for 2. Tuck the tailbone, breathe. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 deep inhale here. 1 deep exhale here. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Take a half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the nose to the knees as best as possible. Inhale, eyes up, arms up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, lower down halfway, chaturanga. We're holding for 3. For 2. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Two breaths here. Last one, slow the breath down. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Hop or step through to the front of your mat, take a half lift. Pause here. Bring your feet hips distance apart. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Bend the knees slightly, give me a flat back as you poke the butt up higher, and you send your weight forward. Beautiful. As you exhale, I want you to fold here, melting over the legs. Once again, I have a connection between my stomach, my chest, and my thighs. See, we don't want to be here rounding our back, right? This is what we don't want today. We want a nice, clean connection, and then we want to lift the butt up higher. Breathing here. Shoulders are moving up and away from the ears. Elbows are moving out, away from each other. And our gaze is to the back of the mat. Breathing for 3. Slow the breath down. For 2. On 1. Inhale, take a half lift. As you exhale, release the hands, bring them to heart center, and rise up. Beautiful. Shake it out really quickly. Amazing. Come back to your front of your mat, palms facing forward. Inhale, both arms up, and then bend the right knee, lift it up. From here, I want you to kick the right foot out nice and long. If this is feeling like it's uncomfortable, you're dropping the leg already, bend the knee and then lift it above the waist. What's important here is that the knee is above the waist. If you'd like, grab your peace fingers to your big toe and extend here. This isn't about what's happening here so much as it is about the balance. I want you to play a little bit here. So drive through the left leg as you extend through the right. If you'd like, bring the left hand to the hip and just hold here, breathing. For 3, 2, moving into smooth transitions today. I want you to slowly bend the knee and send it back into your high crescent lunge. Find it here. So my heels stacked over the toes. I'm bending into my knee a little bit deeper. I'm sending my right hip forward as I engage my glutes. Chest is lifted, lower belly sucked in. Send your shoulders forward, hands together, gaze to the sky. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find the expansion here. Extend through the front leg. As you exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus the arms and come down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 2 as you exhale. Beautiful. Soften into this for a moment. I want the shoulders up, back, and then relax them down. Wherever your hands are, give me some spirit fingers, and I want you to lower them just a little bit. Go ahead and tuck your tailbone here. This is going to engage your glutes, engage your inner thighs, and then sink deeper into your warrior 2. Breathing here for 3, 2. On 1, inhale, reach forward. As you exhale, reverse it, send it behind you. Take a deep inhale while we're here. Reach a little bit deeper towards the back of your mat as you exhale. Inhale, warrior 2. As you exhale, extend that front leg, walk the back foot in, moving into triangle pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring it on down. Your hand can come to the shin, the ankle, peace fingers to your big toes. What's important here is that we're opening up the hips, opening up the chest, gaze to the sky, breathing for 3. Keep lengthening through that right arm for 2. On 1, inhale everything up, reverse it, send it behind you. As you exhale, warrior 2. This is the warrior 2 burn today. Take a deep inhale here, we're moving into side angle pose. As you exhale, left hand to the inside of the leg, right arm reaches up and over. Pause here for a moment. I want you to become aware of your hips. Typically in this pose, our hips tend to lift. So I want you to take a deep inhale into your stomach. And then as you exhale, I want you to soften down just a little bit into this. The back foot will adjust naturally. Our gaze is up and we're lengthening through our right arm. Breathing here for 3, for 2. On 1, bring your right hand down, bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot, and then the back heel is gonna lift. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to kick forward, bringing the right foot in just a bit to the middle of your mat, moving into our pyramid pose. So inhale, give yourself a flat back. I want you to become aware of if everything is squared here. If you need to place your hand on the back of your spine to make sure everything is square, by all means, go for it. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, fold forward, bringing the nose to the knee as best as possible, squaring the hips here. Bring your hands back once you're feeling good. And breathe. Eyes closed. Just focus on the feeling. Focus on the breath. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Gaze is forward. Bring your hands to frame the front foot. I want you to begin to position your weight forward, kicking up the right leg, moving into your half split. While we're here, bend the left knee. Bring the left hand around the ankle. Pull yourself in closer. While we're here, kick up the right leg and then lengthen through the left. This is a yummy position to be in if you're not used to this pose. It's a good way to get in closer to the leg. We're holding here for 3. Focus on the balance for 2. On 1, right foot down, send it back. Left foot and left hand down, send the left foot back. Pause here for a moment. I want you to take a deep inhale as you send your weight forward past the wrist. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Clean the slate for me. Meet me back in your downward facing dog. Walk it out a little bit if you need to. You have a breath or 2 here. Find stillness. Downward facing dog, lower belly sucked in. Inhale, take a deep breath. Gaze is forward. Begin to step to the front or hop. And then take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, eyes up, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up, left knee lifts. Begin to kick it out nice and long. Pause here. Bend the knee if you need to. Keep that knee above the waist. Peace fingers to the big toe and lift. Find the balance. Right hand to the hip. Focus and breathe for 3. Keep driving through that right leg. Lengthen through the chest for 2. Shoulders down and relaxed. On 1, slowly release, moving into your high crescent lunge. Smooth transitions today, everybody. Step it back. It's about control here. Arms reach high. So I want you to make sure that your heel is stacked on top of the toes. We're sinking in a little bit deeper. Lower belly sucked in. Shoulders are forward. Hands together. Lift up. Breathing here for 3. 2. Inhale, find the expansion here. Lengthen through the front leg. As you exhale, cactus the arms, bring it down. Getting rid of all those toxins. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior 2 as you exhale. Beautiful. Pause here for a moment. You know what we're doing. We need to engage those glutes, engage your inner thighs here. Sink in a little bit deeper into that front knee. Drive through that back leg. I want those shoulders up, back, and relaxed down. Give me some spirit fingers here. Lengthen through the arms, and then lower them down just a little bit. Gaze over that middle finger and breathe for 3. You've got this for 2. On 1, inhale, reach forward. As you exhale, reverse it. Send it behind you. Inhale. Reach a little bit deeper on the exhale. Inhale, warrior two. As you exhale, extend through that front leg. Walk the back foot in a hair or two. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, triangle pose. Bring the hand down to the shin, ankle, or peace fingers to the big toe. Again, we're opening the hip, opening the chest, bringing our left hand up and through the roof. Breathing here for 3. For 2. On 1, inhale, reverse everything up. Send it behind you. As you exhale, warrior 2. Settle in. Side angle pose, right hand to the inside of the foot. Push through, left arm reaches up and over. Take a deep inhale while we're here, into the groin area, into the stomach, and then exhale, sink into the pose. For 3, 2. On 1, left hand comes down. Right hand frames the right foot. Back heel lifts. Inhale, nice and deep. As you exhale, shift the weight forward. Step it up just a little bit to the middle of your mat. The left foot to the middle of the mat. Square the hips here. Move them around a little bit so you can see what that feels like. And then square them. Bring in the right hand to the lower back. Make sure it's good. Take a deep inhale. Give me a flat back. As you exhale, fold over the right leg. Bring in the nose to the knee as best as possible. Bring your hands back whenever you're ready. And just melt here for a moment. Keep sending that right hip back to meet the left. For 3, 2. Last one. Bring your hands to frame the front foot. Take a big, deep inhale here. As you exhale, shift the weight forward from the back foot into the front and begin to lift the left leg up. Now, bend the right knee. Right hand wraps around the right ankle. Pull yourself in closer to the right leg. From here, kick the left leg up a little bit higher and then extend through the left leg one more time. We're in a little bit closer. Focus on what's happening in the right leg and keep lifting up through the left. Maintaining the balance for 3. For 2. On 1, left foot shoots back nice and long. Right hand down, right foot shoots back to meet the left. Take a deep inhale here as you push yourself forward past the wrists onto the tippy toes. As you exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're here for 3 breaths. Make them count. Deep inhale. Deep inhale. Last one. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward, hop or step to the inside of your hands, take a half lift. Exhale, fold forward, pause here for a moment, bring your feet about hips distance apart. Amazing. We're gonna step on the palms of our hands this time. So go ahead and step on the palms, fingers are facing the heels, toes are pointing towards the wrist. Make sure you feel comfortable here. I want you to put a slight bend in your knees. Send the weight slightly forward, become light in the heels, maintaining the balance. Inhale, give me a flat back, lengthen up through the spine, lengthen up through the glutes, and then as you exhale, I want you to fold forward. Melting here. Keep the weight distribution towards the front of the feet. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Make sure that your stomach and your thighs are connecting. Elbows are moving out, away from each other, as your shoulders move up and away from your ears. Breathing here. Gaze to the back of your mat. Last breath. Inhale, take a half lift. Release the hands, hands to heart center. As you exhale, I want you to lower the butt, come move into your chair pose position. Lift up. Beautiful. Walk your knees and your feet together to touch. Now I want you to look down really quickly. It's okay if your knees go a little bit beyond the toes. I want you to tuck the tailbone here. This is gonna lift you up a little bit. Engage your core. Shoulders move forward. Hands together, gaze is up, chest is lifted for 3. Can you sink a little bit deeper? For 2. On 1, hands to heart center. Take a breather, deep inhale. Let it go. Deep inhale. Last time. Beautiful. Inhale the eyes up, the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hopper step back, lower down. Halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. You've got this. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Pause and hold. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, right to left elbow. Pause and hold. Inhale, right leg high. As you exhale, bring it into the nose. Pause and hold for 3. Shift the weight forward. 2. On 1, plant the foot down between the feet. Drop the back knee, and then uncurl the back toes. Beautiful. Low lunge. I want you to begin to engage this left butt cheek. That's going to lift you up a little bit. All right. Begin to lengthen up through the arms. As you exhale, left hand forward, right arm back. Find your twist. Breathing here. Two. Keep twisting here. Inhale, both arms up nice and high. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Frame the front right foot. I want you to open up the heart as you drop the hips. So chest lifts as your hips drop. You're gonna feel it there. Take a deep inhale into your groin area, into the belly. As you exhale, send the hips back in space here, flexing that front right foot. Pause here for a moment. I want you to take a big, deep inhale, lengthen through the spine. Keep this foot flexed, and then as you exhale, fold over the leg. For all my splitters who are in full split or are working on their splits, now's the time to go for it. Moving into this position, if you want to play here, be soft with yourself, be careful with yourself. Either you stand up nice and tall here, maybe you have a block or 2. I like to use my peace fingers to play with balance, or we're folding over the leg. Wherever you are, I want you to pause and hold. For 3. For 2. On 1, slowly make your way back into your low lunge wherever you are. Beautiful. Curl the back toes, lift the knee up. Inhale nice and deep. As you exhale, send the hips back in space. Still flexing that front foot. Back heel is driving into the mat here. We're squaring the hips as best as possible. Inhale, give me some length here. As you exhale, fold all the way over the leg. Breathing here. 2. On your next inhale, bend back into that right knee. Inhale the right arm high to the sky. As you exhale, roll to the outer edge of your feet, galaxy pose. Take a deep inhale while we're here. Keep reaching up through that right arm. As you exhale, lower the hips, send the right arm back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up and pause, moving into your side plank. Position all of your weight on the left side. Begin to lift that right leg up. Any variation of your choice, you can stack your feet here. You could bring your foot to the calf or the thigh, never on the knee. Lift it up here. Keep the hips lifted wherever you are. I want you to challenge yourself a little bit. Keep pushing through that left arm. Don't give up on yourself. Just breathe for 3, 2, moving into wild thing. Right foot behind you. Begin to open up. For 3. Keep those hips lifted. Keep reaching through with that right arm. For 2. On 1, right hand down, right foot high to the sky. As you exhale, bring the knee into the center of the chest, kick it out to the left, and then I want you to pause with that foot elevated. If you need to bring it down, by all means, but I want you to challenge yourself here. Breathing for 3. You got this. Gaze is up for 2. Hips are lifted. On 1, inhale, right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, 3-legged chaturanga, come on down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, take a breather. You have 2 breaths here. Beautiful. Left side, inhale the left leg high. As you exhale, left knee to left elbow, holding here. Inhale, left leg high. As you exhale, left knee to right elbow, pause. Inhale, left leg high. As you exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. 3, 2, shift your weight forward. On 1, place the foot down between the hands, drop the back knee, uncurl the toes. Beautiful. While we're here, engage that right butt cheek. It's gonna lift you up. Lift the chest up, arms reach high. Lengthen through the body, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, send the right hand forward, left arm back. Find your twist. Breathing here, keep that right glute engaged. 2, gazing to the back. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. We're gonna drop the hips, lift the chest, open heart, deep inhale. As you exhale, send the hips back in space, flexing the front left foot. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. As you exhale, fold over the leg. If you're working on your split, now's the time to go for it. Breathing here. Whatever you did on one side, honor it on the other. We are here for 3. For 2. Last breath, make it count. Inhale, lift up, meet me back in your low lunge, wherever you are. And take it easy getting there, no need to rush it or force anything. From here, hands frame the front foot, curl the back toes, lift the knee up. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale as you lower the hips and you lift the chest. And as you exhale, send the hips back in space one more time. The right heel is driving into the mat. The left foot is flexed here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Breathing here for 3. You're doing amazing. Keep it up. For 2. Last breath. Inhale, push back into the left knee. As you exhale, left arm high to the sky. Keep pushing through that right arm. Don't sink into the shoulders. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, roll to the outer edge of your feet. Galaxy pose. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hips, send the left arm back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Last time. Inhale, lift. And this time moving into side plank on the right-hand side. Begin to position your weight into the right foot, the right hand, and lift the left leg up. Find the balance. What you did on one side, do it on the other. Keep the hips lifted as you're reaching through that left arm. You're pushing through that right, and you're breathing for 3, 2. Wild thing, left foot steps behind you. Begin to open up here. Left arm reaching nice and long, hips are lifted. Find the length here. 2. On 1, left hand down, left leg high to the sky. As you exhale, bring the knee into the center of the chest. Begin to lift it up to the side. Find the lift there. Breathing, hips are lifted. For 2. 2.5. On 1, left leg high. Deep inhale while we're here. As you exhale, 3-legged chaturanga, come on down. Clean the slate for me. Meet me back in your downward facing dog. Come down to your knees, bring them to the outside of your mat. Uncurl the toes, send the weight back. Child's pose. Bring the head down. I want you to catch your breath for a moment. Just breathe here. Connect with the breath. Connect with the mind. Soften up, eyes closed. And whenever you're ready, meet me back in your downward facing dog. Walk it out a little bit. This is the last round of the practice. I want you to bend your knees. Look forward, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna hop to the outside of your hands, meeting me in a yogi squat position. Now what this is gonna look like, your knees are gonna be stacked on top of the ankles. Toes are pointing outwards, and knees are in line with the toes. So that should let you know where the toes should be pointing towards, okay? Sink in a little bit deeper here. I want you to tuck the tailbone. I want you to lift up through the chest, relax the shoulders down. Arms are forward. Breathe. Begin to sink a little bit deeper into this pose. When you're feeling it, and you know when you're feeling it, find the bounce. Breathing here, nice and slow. Imagine you're holding a beach ball, you're passing it to a friend, and they just can't quite get it. Keep those arms out for 3. Chest is lifted for 2. Inhale everything up. As you exhale, lower down. Hands hit the mat, right foot back, left foot back. Clean the slate for me. Meet me back in your downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 more rounds of this. Deep inhale. Audible exhale out of the mouth. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop or step to the outside of your mat. Same rules apply. Set up nice and strong. Yogi squat. This time, instead of the arms reaching forward, we're gonna lift them up high. I want you to open up the shoulders here, open up the armpits, send the hands straight up, sink a little bit deeper into your pose. Make sure that your knees are stacked on top of those ankles, and breathe. Sink a little bit deeper into your pose and then start swaying side to side here. Moving left to right. We're here for 3. If you can go deeper, I need you to go deeper. For 2. On 1, inhale everything up. Take a slight back bend. As you exhale, hands down to the mat, left foot back, right foot back. Clean the slate. Meet me back in your downward facing dog. Beautiful. 1 deep inhale here. 1 deep exhale here. Last round. All right. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop or step to the outside of your hands. Set up your yogi squat, but this time we're gonna do it a little bit different. Watch me first. Instead of being knees stacked on top of the ankles, I want you to bring the ankles in just a little bit, just a bit. I want you to settle into your pose here, moving into goddess pose. So hands to heart center. Tuck the tailbone, lift up through the chest, shoulders are relaxed down. Lift the right heel up. Now we're on the right ball of the foot. How's that feel? All right, let's go for the left. Inhale, lift it up. Pause here. Once you're feeling good, start to melt into it a little bit deeper. Keep tucking that tailbone. Breathing here. Right arm out. Find your mudra, the thumb and the pointy finger. Index finger, and breathe. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. For 3. You got this. Whoa. For 2. 2.5. 2 3/4. Inhale everything up. Take a slight back bend. Exhale, clean the slate. Meet me back in your downward facing dog. Amazing job. You killed it. Take a breather here in downward facing dog. If you need to go ahead and do a few circles here, bringing the knee up and around in one direction and then the other way. You have a breath or 2 to go for it. We're moving into abs. It's the last bit of the fire of this practice. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop or step to the front of your mat. Take that half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, eyes up, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I want you to come onto the balls of your feet here. Find balance here, bringing the ankles together, the feet together as best as possible. Breathe for a moment. Find something in front of you that you can focus on. And I want you to very slowly begin to lower yourself here. Staying on the balls of your feet, pressing your knees in together, bringing your butt down to your heels very slowly. Once you're there, I want you to keep pressing the legs in together and then shift the weight forward in the knees. Hands are still at heart center. Breathing very slowly. 3, 2, on 1, begin to slowly roll down into your boat pose. Lift it up. This is our home base here. If you need this assistance, by all means, this is where you can start. So lift the chest up, relax the shoulders down. I want your legs in line with your knees. So we're not here, we're here. This is your base point. If you want to go for extra credit, kick the legs up. You can have them here, even if you want to hold it. Sometimes it's good to just get comfortable in the position until we can let go and really lift, all right? In the meantime, we can be here. Arms are forward. Breathing. For 3, for 2, I want you to slowly lower your lower back into the mat. Keep the upper chest lifted, the legs lifted, and breathe, engaging your core. Bring the belly button down into the spine and flutter kicks. Right, left, right, left. We're keeping these very small, very minimal movements. You don't need to be here with it, doing too much. It's about the very small little movements here. Breathing for 3, For 2. On 1, home base, bring it back up. Chest is lifted, shoulders are relaxed down. Legs are in line with the knees, arms reach forward. Tap into the breath for a moment. Breathing for 3. For 2, begin to lower down. We're right back in it. Chest is lifted, legs are reaching long. Inhale the right leg high, bend the knee, send it out. Left leg high, bend the knee, send it out. Right leg high, bend the knee, send it out. Left leg high, bend the knee, send it out. Last round. If you're out of it, get back in for this one. Send it out. Left leg. Lift it up, home base. Find it. I know you're feeling the burn. Focus on the breath, not the burn. Right arm forward. Left arm forward. Breathing here for 3. Last round. I want you to hold in there. For 2. On 1, begin to lower down. Hands are going to come behind the head. Imagine you had an orange right here between your chin and your neck. Just hold here. This can be a lot. No movement, just holding. For 3. Keep pressing your lower back into the mat for 2. On 1, release it. Take big, deep breaths into the belly. You can go and bring the knees into the chest and massage the lower back as you rock back and forth and around, releasing the lower spine. And then whenever you're ready, I want you to find a little bit of a rocking motion here, massaging the lower back and the upper back. And then move up and begin to sit back nice and long, lengthening through the legs here, sitting up nice and tall. Now imagine I came up behind you, I pressed my knee right into the upper spine. It's gonna lift the chest up, right? That's what we want right here, right now. Flex the feet, lift the chest, hands by the sides of your glutes. I want you to push into them, Dandasana. Bring your toes into one line, chin to chest, and breathe. Inhale, lift the chin. Arms reach high for the sky. As you exhale, fold forward, pausing halfway. Inhale into the lower back. Exhale, fold all the way over the legs here. Now, once again, if you're here today, I want you to become mindful of this or become aware of this. We don't want to be here because we're just rounding our back. For everybody else who is good here, I want you to stay here, melt. Everybody else, bend the knees slightly, flex the feet, allow the stomach and chest to lay on the thighs. This is going to be a lot healthier on your lower back, your spine. You can grab your feet and you can just lengthen through the spine here, sending your glutes back, inching your heels out little by little till you find that sweet spot, and then you'll fold here, melting. No need to fold all the way. Just find length through the spine and feel the stretch in the hamstrings. We're here for 3. See if you can find more length here by either scooting the butt back, lengthening the body over the legs a little bit further for 2. Inhale, lift up halfway. As you exhale, lift up all the way. Bend the right knee, bring it into the center of the chest. Bring it up and over the thigh. Place it down. Now, right hand is going to come right behind the spine, right behind your glutes, and I want you to lift up through the chest here. Keeping both sit bones grounded, take your left arm, wrap it around the right leg. Sit up nice and tall and find your twist here to the back of your mat. Keep that left foot flexed. Breathing for 3. If you want a little extra flavor in the pot, elbow to the outside of the knee. For 2. Last breath. Going to find your counter twist. Just twist to the opposite side, looking to the back of the mat. And then go ahead and bring the foot up and over, and then drop the knee down. Moving into our pigeon pose, but we're gonna move into this with some hip mobility. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. Take your hands here, no hands. We're not gonna use them. Unless you absolutely need to, go for it. From here, I want you to sit on your right hip. Bring the left leg around and see if you can move into your pigeon pose from here. So you'll lift up, inch your way into this. When you're feeling like you're in a good spot, you can bring the hands down and adjust. Now, what's important in the pigeon pose is that our knee is outside of the hip. A lot of the times we do pigeon pose and our knees are in line with the hip, and that's not really doing much for us. We want to build flexibility and strength and lengthen through the hips. So I want you to send it to the outside, even if it's just a little bit. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest. As you exhale, begin to melt into this. We're here for 10 deep breaths. If you're in pigeon pose and you're enjoying this and this feels really good, I want you to just enjoy. For everybody else who's kind of feeling like this might be a little bit too much, I want you to move into your 90-90 pose. So what that means is that our left leg is going to come out to the side in a 90 degree angle. Take your right leg, bring it up to the front into a 90 degree angle. So we have this and we have this. Begin to fold forward here and just allow this to be where we are today. This is totally fine. Sometimes we have to meet ourselves where we are and just honor that. Some days I need this myself. Breathing here. We have about 5 more breaths. Two. On 1, inhale, lift up. Wherever you are, I want you to lift those hands. Sit on the right hip. Swing that left leg right back around and inch your way back into your Paschimottanasana pose, where you're extending that right leg out, sitting up nice and tall, and then hands come down. Beautiful job. Inhale the right knee into the chest, bring it up and over the right thigh. I want you to ground through your sit bones, left hand places right behind your spine, and then you're gonna wrap the right arm around the left leg as you twist to the back of the mat. We're here for 3 breaths. If you would like a little more flavor in the pot, bring the elbow to the outside of the knee and find your twist. Keep your sit bones grounded. We wanna twist from the spine and not the hips. Breathing here for 3. Keep finding length as you exhale for 2. Lower belly sucked in to create more space. Inhale. Find your counter twist to the opposite side. Sitting up nice and tall, just twist to the opposite side and then come back to center. Bringing the left foot back up and over, I want you to drop it down, pressing the left foot into the right thigh into the left foot, sitting up nice and tall. From here, no hands, sit on the left hip, begin to kick that right foot around, finding yourself in a pigeon pose or your 90-90. Once you're feeling good, use your hands to adjust where you need to. Look back, make sure you have a nice clean line if you're in pigeon. Inhale, open up the chest, open up the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Melting here for a moment. Slow the breath down for these last 5. Feel free to follow my breath. Three more. Two. Last breath here. Inhale, begin to lift up. Open heart, open chest. As you exhale, sit on the left hip, no hands, swing that right leg back around. Adjust however you need to and send that left leg forward. Sitting up nice and tall one more time. Take a deep inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe this feels a little bit different now. Maybe we have a little extra length here. Maybe we can go a little bit deeper. Wherever you are today, honor that. Breathing for 3. Slight bend in the knees for everybody. For 2. Last breath. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lift up all the way. From here, arms reach forward, point the toes, sit up nice and tall. Deep inhale into the belly. As we exhale, slowly begin to make your way back. Pause. Inhale nice and deep. Exhale. Pause. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale. Come on down. Bring your knees into your chest. Send the legs up nice and long. Waterfall pose. I'm going to readjust on my mat here. Allow the blood circulation to reverse. Soften the knees, the thighs. You did an amazing job today. Let's round this practice out with a little bit of inversions. Now, if you have glaucoma, high blood pressure, you're menstruating, or you're pregnant, I want you to stay here. You can place a block underneath your lower back here if you would like. For everybody else, I would like you to lift up into your shoulder stand. So, inch your elbows behind your back, supporting your lower back with your hands. From there, engage the glutes, send the hips forward so they're stacked on top of the shoulders, and then lengthen through your legs. Feet together to touch, and breathe. Breathing. Two. Moving into plow pose. Tops of the feet very slowly make their way behind you and land gently behind the head. Hands can move behind your back and land for support as your feet make their way down. Once the tops of the feet touch the ground, I want you to readjust for a moment. So send the hips up and over the shoulders. Hands are going to go clasp behind your back. Bring your elbows down into the mat and then drive the hands out and away from your back. Breathing here. Keep lengthening through the legs. 3. 2. On one, deaf man's pose, ear pressure pose, I want you to go ahead and bring the knees down. Let them cover the ears. Hands are still clasped behind the back, or bring them around to grab the outer edges of your feet. Pull your knees in closer to the chest. Hips are still stacked over the shoulders. And I want you to cut off all sound as best as possible. But make sure you can still hear me, just in case. Breathing here. Last breath. Hands out to the side, behind you. I want you to very slowly begin to roll out of this pose, going at your own pace, taking your time. As your legs are making their way down, bring the right knee into the center of the chest. Wrap your arms around the shin muscles, the shin, and just give yourself a few circles here, rolling it one way. Rolling it the other way. Inhale nice and deep as you pull the knee up. And then as you exhale, take the left hand and guide the right knee over to the left. Gazing over your right middle finger. Breathing here for a moment in your spinal twist. Now what's important here is that both of our shoulders are grounded into the mat. The knee can be lifted. This is fine. I want you to take the top of your hip, send it down and away from you to feel a deeper stretch, and breathe. Two. Last breath. Inhale, bring the knee back into the center of the chest. Bring the left knee up to meet it. Give yourself a big hug. Kiss both knees. Mwah, mwah. Show yourself some love today. And then send that right leg out nice and long. Go ahead and pull the knee in and begin to make circles here. Rolling it around one way. And then rolling it the other way. Take a deep inhale, left hand moves out to the side, hug the knee in. As you exhale, find the counter twist here. Shoulders are grounded, gazing over the left hand, left middle finger. Top of the hip, push it down. And then relax. Breathing here. Three. Two. Last breath. Go ahead and lift the knee into the chest. Bring both knees into the chest. And I just want you to be here for a moment, giving yourself the biggest hug of the day. Thank you for taking the time to honor yourself, to pour into yourself, so you can overflow into others. Send your right leg out to the right corner of the mat. Take your left leg, hit the left corner of the mat. Hands out by the sides of the hips, and then palms facing up. I want you to tap into your shoulders for a moment and send them down and away from you, so adjust if you need to. Lengthen through the neck. Begin to soften the body here. Let's move into Savasana with some awareness, some intention. So, starting with the top of the head, soften the eyebrows, the forehead, move into the cheekbones, relax. Let go of your jaw muscles. Provide a little bit of space between your teeth and your lips. Breathe. Let go of any tension in your neck, your shoulders. Soften your arms, your wrists. I want you to move your consciousness, your awareness into the palms of your hands. What does that feel like? Let go of the fingers, the chest, the belly. Deep inhale. Audible exhale, let it go. Soften your glutes, your hips, your thighs. Let go of any tension in the knees, the calf muscles, the ankles. Breathe. Move the awareness to the tops of your feet, the bottoms of your feet, and let go of the toes. Deep inhale into the belly. Audible exhale. Let it go. Allow your body to receive the benefits of the practice. Allow your mind to do what it does best. And just let go. Slowly bring your awareness back into the body. Take a deep breath into the chest, into the belly. Fill your body up with as much air as possible. And I want you to hold at the top of the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2. Audible exhale, let it go. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Nod your head side to side. Take a good morning stretch, sending the arms up over the head, lengthening through the body to the toes. And then let it go. Bring your knees into the center of your chest very slowly. We're in no rush. And then roll over to the left side of your mat. come back to your intention for a moment while we're in this fetal position. Who would you dedicate the practice to? What was your focus on? I like to ask myself, what was my conversation with myself like on the mat today? Was I hard on myself? Was I beating myself up? Or was I soft with myself? Was I inviting grace into the practice? Understanding that where I am today on the mat is just where I am, and tomorrow is different. And I can always try again tomorrow. Whenever you're ready, find yourself in a comfortable seated position anywhere on your mat, eyes closed. Maybe you're sitting up a little bit taller. Maybe you're feeling a little bit lighter. I want to say thank you all so much for the support that we've had over the past few months with our yoga classes. We're very, very grateful. We love all the love in the comments, the likes, the shares. We are beyond grateful. So thank you so much for that. We receive it, we see you, and we want to definitely show up more for you as our yoga community. I honor your efforts in the practice today. Keep showing up, keep trying. Keep building strength, keep building flexibility, keep nourishing the body, the mind. From my heart to yours, Shanti meaning peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I hope that you all have the most beautiful rest of your day. Get some good rest, hydrate, eat lots of fruit, get some greens in there. And I'm gonna see you next time on the mat. Bye guys.